Who was some of your biggest music influences? And would you say that you're like them? The same people you idolize? Are you is some of your music or some of, as they would say, DNA is in the music that they got? Is it in your music?
Yes, I'm not even gonna lie, and I'm not even one to pat my own back
Right.
and shit like that. But to be honest with you, like I wouldn't even say I idolize these niggas off of trying to be like them or anything like that. But I know we have that same DNA,
Right,
and
right,
it's
right,
part of
right,
the
right,
reasons
right.
why I idolize these certain people.
Right, right, right.
You feel
You
me?
see it come. You see a
Yeah,
likeness in
bro.
them.
Like even to people that don't even make music, niggas
Right.
like Kobe Bryant, bro. You
That's a
feel me?
fact.
Like
That's a
his way
fact.
of thinking and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? It's critical when people really get down to the bone on certain shit. But anyway, as far as music and the
Mm-hmm.
people that I've idolized and shit, to be honest with you, like one of my biggest icons in life is 50, bro.
Mm. Shout
Uh,
out to 50 Cent.
Shout out to 50 Cent, bro. You heard? Like I really love that man on everything. Like and not only because he always stuck to his own way of doing things
Mm-hmm.
and continuing to be his own person, the way how he not only seen himself, but how everybody always seen him as well. But musically in general, I love that man. Like that man, he gave me one of my favorite albums of all time. Shout out to Get Rich or Die Trying. You already know what it is. That's one of the most hardest original rap music albums of all time. But anyway, moving forward.
So let me ask you another question.
Mm,
So is that one of the reasons why you use this similar cover as him, like this
yeah.
same ideal type situation?
Well, to be honest with you, yeah, about that, that's one of the reasons too.
Okay.
Like, everything I was just saying about 50 is part of the reason why I not only used his cover to kind of do mine the same way, but
Right.
before I did Get Money season 3,
Uh huh.
um I always knew that I wanted it to be something that would give you that broken image or something like that,
Mm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
When you see Get Rich or Die Trying, that nigga got 50 got shot 9 times
Yeah,
and
he
shit
did.
like that.
Yeah, he did.
And his album cover even kind of symbolizes bullet holes through a glass
That's
and
a
shit
fact.
like that.
It does.
Mine's doesn't look like that as far as like the glass. Mine's is like just a broken image. It's just
Mm.
like if you seen a picture frame like somewhere broken, you know, and only because it's just like
I don't mean to cut you. So, you said that. So his was far as representing the bullet holes, right?
yeah, yeah.
So, what was your representing? Was yours representing a broken man trying to fix himself?
Yeah, with that in the mix too, like I was a broken man trying to fix myself. I was going through some of the hardest parts, some of the hardest chapters of my life and shit like that. And to keep it real with you too, I will go to this real quick just so I don't skip over that.
Oh,
Growing up with my mom, like living with my mom and shit, like once she started seeing how serious I started taking music
right.
and shit like that, I swear to God, the funniest thing she used to always say to me, but she was dead serious, like she was like, nigga. Like, who the fuck you think you are, the next 50 Cent or something?
Yeah.
She always said that. Who
So
you
she
think you
seen
are,
it.
the next 50 Cent? And because she always knew that was my favorite rapper.
Mm-hmm.
But I told her like, it's more than that. Like, but anyway, my mom wasn't around to see my album when I dropped it.
Right.
But when I took that cover as well, another reason why I used it was because of that. When my mom used to always say that, oh, you think you was the next 50 Cent
Right.
and all of that. That oh yeah, I
Right.
used
Right.
one of his
Right. Right.
covers real quick too.
Right. Right.
You
So
know what
that
I
was
mean?
like,
Yeah.
and for a memory too, right?
Yup.
So I mean, since we already talking about it,
Mm.
you lost your mom a couple years ago, right?
Yeah. And August of this year is gonna actually be 3 years.
Okay. And
Yep.
how are you? I know it's gonna sound crazy, but how are you holding up after all of that? Because then you lost your brother as well, right?
Yeah, I did, man.
Condolences.
I did. I appreciate it.
Before you even say that, let's take a moment of silence real
Yeah,
quick
yeah.
for both of them.
I appreciate it, bro.
Okay. So, like, yeah, back to the question. So, how are you holding up with all that and everyday life and all the children and
Yeah, to be honest with you, bro, like I'm not even gonna lie to you right now, fam. Like I love my brother, bro.
Mm,
Like I love my mom. Like I'm not even gonna hold you though. The only reason why I hurt so bad is because we was just all that close.
right.
Like that was my family. I lived with them for 20 something, 20 like 30 years. you know, and it's just what's going on right now. Sometimes it's hard to understand.
Right.
Like I said, I believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, and I'll never question God's work or God's plans.
Right.
You know, but at the same time, like my fault, bro. Just hold on, bro, real quick, bro. My fault.
Now you
bro.
go, man. Take your time, man. Take your time, brother.
Like, to be honest with you, bro, a lot of the shit that I went through,
Right.
it even kind of helped me get my mind together as far as taking certain things serious and shit like that.
Right.
You know, and then I'm just glad that I'm still able to still push through all of that shit because
Right. 100%.
yeah, I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Like sometimes I wish I didn't have to do anything, bro. You know what I mean? Like I wish I could just chill sometimes.
Right.
I'm saying, like, I swear to God, bro, like I wish I can just chill sometimes. Like I miss my brother, I miss my mom. And I feel like no matter whatever I get in my life, bro, they're not gonna be there for it.
Right.
And that shit hurt.
Nah,
I'm saying it hurts on 1,000 different levels beyond all of that. And it's just
understand.
I'm just glad to be able to still push through all of this shit real quick.